Alright, good morning everyone. This is Roxette. So let's review again, no? Okay, sa MedTech Laws and Bioethics. Now, nandito na tayo sa RA 8981 or also known as the PRC or Professional Regulation Commission Modernization Act of 2000. Again, what's PRC everyone? Walang titingin ha, dali. Professional Regulation Commission. Medyo nalito lang ako sa regulatory tsaka regulation. So, Professional Regulation Commission. Okay. So, RA 8981, it was approved noong May 5, 2000. Okay? Okay. Ayan, makikita naman natin dito. It was approved noong December pala. December 5, 2000. Narito lang. Sorry na. And PRC Modernization Act of 2000, ang pinanggalingan nito ay PD 223, guys. Si PD 223, it created the PRC noong na-establish ito noong June 22, 1973. Alright. Palatandaan natin dyan ay 22 sa PD 22, tapos 373. Okay? So, June 22, 1973. Alright. Ang composition naman ng PRC, everyone, no, ay chairperson at 2 commissioners. Ang chairperson ay siya yung mismong president or CEO ng PRC. Tapos ang commissioners naman niya ay yung dati rin naging chairperson. Alright. Tapos, kanilang service ay umaabot ng 7 years. At wala yung reappointment, no? And mga requirements naman sa kanila ay dapat as a candidate, no? Ganon. Kung gusto mong tumakbo bilang commissioner or chairman, ganon. So, you have to be at least 40-year-old person, gano'n, na merong PIC or Personal Identification Card at COR or Certificate of Registration. Meron ka rin 4 years executive experience at familiar ka sa mga rules and regulations. Okay, next naman tayo. Ayun, no, diba? Holder of a valid COR professional license or ID. Familiar with the principles and methods of professional regulation. 5 years pala, hindi 4 years. Ako nakuha yun. Mali itong notes. 5 years pala. Sabi ko na may mali eh. May butal. So, 5 years, guys. Sorry. Ay, ang laki. So, 5 years executive experience. Mali yun. Sorry na. Alright. Sa function naman ng PRC, sobrang dami, no? Pero, babasahin lang natin. Siguro naman maaalala rin natin yan, diba? So, alright. Number 1. Sa 10. Brate, 10. Formulates, prescribes, promulgates, policies, rules and regulations, and standards relative to the admission and practice of a profession. So, yun. Main goal nila or main trabaho is ito. Formulate, prescribes, and promulgates. Alright. Policies, rules, regulations, and standards relative to the admission and practice of a profession. So, that's it. Formulate, prescribe, and promulgates ng policies, rules, regulation, and standards para sa admission and practice of a profession. Alright. So, administers and conducts licensure exams. Alam naman natin yan. Successful examinee enforces compliance with CPE, CEP, or CPD. Investigates complaints and cases, reviews, revises, and approves resolutions. custody of all the records of the various board, monitors the performance of schools in licensure exams, adopts and institutes a comprehensive rating system for tutubels based on the passing ratio and overall performance, implements the program for the full computerization of all licensure exams. So, kung mapapansin natin, from rules and regulations and standards, minomonitor din nila yung mga schools, mga training labs, also the pag-implement, no, for the licensure exams and performance ng mga estudyante at ng mga school. At also, kasama rin dito yung pag-imbestiga at pagresolba ng mga cases. Tsaka kasama rin dito yung sa CPE and CPD, guys. So, kahit professional ka na, under ka pa rin ng PRC dahil meron kang kailangan ikumpletong mga CPD or CPE units. Okay. Next naman natin ay professor. So, kapag sa professor, guys, they teach subjects for licensure exams on all professions. Dapat holder daw sila ng COR at ID. In case ng medtech licensure exam, ano yun, RA 5527 section 17. Wait, ano ba? Wait. Section 15 exam. Section 16 ata. Qualification of examiners. If hindi ako nagkakamali. Ang sa medtech kasi, guys, ang examiner dapat ay isang pathologist. Hindi, part siya ng Board of Medtech. Balikan ko, ha. Medyo nalimut-limutan ko, kaya dapat lagi ko siya binabasa. Section 8 pala, sorry. Section 8, qualification of examiners. So, ayun nga, tulad na nabanggit ko kanina, dapat ang chairman ay pathologist, tapos registered medtech naman yung members, no, ng board of examiners. So, again, pathologist pa rin, as always, tapos registered medtech yung members. Tapos dapat, hindi sila member ng faculty at least 2 years prior the appointment, no? At tapos, at least 10 years na sila sa servisyo. Ganon. That's Section 8 ng RA 5527. Kasi MT Board Section 7. So, Section 8, Qualification of Examiners or Board of Examiners. So, ayun, i-correlate natin siya sa PRC RA 8981 sa professors daw ng magpapa-exam sa mga licensure exam. In case ng medtech po, dapat holders sila ng COR at ng professional ID, plus dapat yung chairman of the board of examiners ay pathologist, tapos ang kanyang members ay RMT. Alright, so section 8 yun. Okay, next naman na tayo sa penalties and ayun. May principal offender tayo, may accomplice at saka may accessory. Of course, pag principal, sabihin ikaw yung pinaka may kasalanan. Okay? So, siya yung pinakamalaking multa ayon sa RA 8981, no? So, ito, sinulat ko na. Pag penalty mo, so, ang maliit na parusa kapag accessory ka lang, that's 2 to 4 years na pagkakakulong. Tapos, 5K to 19K. So, you have to recall that, no? Tapos, kapag accomplice ka naman, 4 years to 6 years. Tapos, 20K to 49K. Tapos, kapag ikaw naman ang principal offender, 6 years to 12 years. Tapos, 50K to 100K. Sobrang laki na, di ba? Malayo. Kanina, 2 years lang yung dagdag. Kasi ito kalahati. Pag principal ka na. Okay, ulit. So, memorize natin, no? Iyan natin. Takpan natin. Sabay-sabay natin siya i-memorize. Okay. So, alright. Okay, pag penalty again, pag accessory ka, 2 to 4 years. Tapos, 5,000 to 19,000 pesos. Okay, tama. Alright. Tapos, kapag accomplice ka naman, that's 4 years to 6 years na pagkakakulong at 20K to 49K na penalty. Tapos, 6 years to 12 years, tsaka 50 to 100. Siya lang yung naiba, no? Okay, kaya pa ba? Isa pang recall para, kasi usually ito lumalabas sa mga tanong-tanong penalty Alright. So, pag accessory ka again, 5K to 19K ang penalty mo, ang fine, kapag pagkakakulong naman na pag-uusapan, that's 2 years to 4 years. Okay, kapag accomplice ka naman, 20K to 49K, 4 years to 6 years. 6 years to 12 years, 50 to 100K. Okay, recall lang natin yung empty council, no? So, ang empty council, guys, matatagpuan to sa section 3, composition of medtech. Anto RA 5527 section 3, composition of medtech education. Council. Okay. Council of Medtech Education. Okay, so ang chairman dito at vice chairman ang ang pinuno ng council, no? So ang chairman nito ay pinakabago, no? Sa latest nating amendment ng RA 5527 ay CHED director or CHED secretary. Tapos ang vice chairman naman ay PRC commissioner. Ang empty board naman, guys, tulad na nabanggit ko kanina, section 8 ng RA 5527, 1 pathologist ang chairman at 2 RMT ang kanyang members. So, PRC council naman, nabanggit na ba to kanina? Nabanggit na. Okay, si chairperson ng PRC, guys, is yung CEO or president ng PRC mismo. Tapos, ang vice chairperson, ang dalawang commissioners niya ay past chairman ng PRC Council. Okay, ito hindi pa to nababanggit for today's video. So, CPD Council. Pag CPD Council naman, guys, member ng Medtech Board. Since council naman to siya, At ang pinag-uusapan ay sa medtech lang. So, medtech board po, no? Ang chair... Oh my. Member siya ng medtech board. Tapos, kumbaga, yung mga members, kapwa members din yung maghahalala sa kanya. Tapos, ang 2 members ay PASMED, presidente ng PASMED at presidente ng PAMED. Alright. Okay, ulit. At kapag CPD Council, ang chairman ay member ng medtech board. Alright. So, tapos na tayo dyan. Ito. RA 10912 na to pala. Hindi na siya sakop ng 8981, which is PRC Modernization Act of 2000. So, ito tuloy-tuloy ko lang to. Tapusin na natin yung part na to, no? Kasi mamaya, ang aaralin nila natin 2 na lang, sakto, sa oras. Sakto lang. Ang aaralin na lang natin ay blood banking at saka HIV. Ang blood bank naman maiksi lang. So, kayang-kaya natin yun. Alright. So, let's go na dito sa RA 10912. So, CPD Act of 2016. So, kanina, recall lang natin, no? Si RA 8981 or PRC Modernization Act of 2000 was approved on December 5, 2000. And, under nito si PD 223 na approved noong June 22, 1973. So, let's move on with its interconnected na RA, which is the RA 10912 or the CPD Act of 2016. So, nalapsed into law lang siya, guys. Kumbaga, hindi siya inaprubahan. Nalapse lang siya. Fall lang siya into a law. Ganon. It was July. July daw daw. Mali ang June. So, nalapse into law siya, guys, noong July 21, 2016. Okay, sorry.
Hinain niyo ito, be?
Yes!
May jelo to. Pinaiwan niya.
As if, babalikan pa yan. Nakalimutan niya na kamo yan. Alright. So, balik po tayo. Nalapse into law siya again noong July 21, 2016. Pero nag-took effect siya noong August 26 pa. So, 1 month, no? 1 month. And 5 days. So, that's... Kaya pala dalawa yung date na nakalagay. So, ayun. Continuing Professional Development. So, again, what is PRC again? Professional Regulation Commission. CPD is Continuing Professional Development. So, RE 10912 is the Continuing Professional Development Act of 2016. So, it formally requires all professionals performing regulated professions under the PRC to mandatorily comply with the CPD requirements for the renewal of their professional identification cards. So, hindi mo i-renew ang lisensya mo kapag hindi ka nag-comply sa CPD requirements. So, also, this act, ito yung nag-create din sa CPD Council. Alright? RA 10912. RA 8981. Okay. Ulit. So, ito yung pinaka-key. So, RA 10912 or the CPD Act of 2016 was lapsed into law on July 21, 2016. Ang dami naman kasi nilagis ko. June, July halos. Alright. Tapos, took effect siya 5 years after. 1 month and 5 days. So, that's August 26, 2016. Okay, isa pa, medyo nalilito pa ako. So, RA 10912 CPD Act of 2016 was lapsed into law on July 21, 2016 and took effect noong August 26, 2016. That was 1 month and 5 days exactly. So, ayun, this created the CPD Council which composed of chairman at 2 members. Ang chairman ng CPD Council again ay member ng Medtech Board and pinili siya mismo ng buong Medtech Board at ang 2 members naman ay president ng PAMET or officer ng PASMET po. Alright, so medyo mahaba. Pero kakayanin natin tapusin, guys. Kaya to, tiwala lang. Try nating bilisan. Para meron pa tayong time mag-HIV at saka mag-data. Okay. CPD, continuing professional development and cultivation of advanced knowledge, skills, and ethical values in a post-licensure specialization or in an inter or multidisciplinary field of study for assimilation into professional practice, self-directed research, and or lifelong learning. Okay, so lifelong, meron dalawa lang pala. Meron tayong tinatawag na lifelong learning at saka self-directed learning. From the word itself, kapag lifelong learning, ito yung may kinalaman sa professional competency and qualification mo. As a professional, na kailangan mo i-take sa buong buhay mo. Okay? Pag self-directed, so, ikaw na bahala dun. Like, for yourself, for your own growth as a person, as a professional na. It includes activities like online training, seminars, non-degree courses, programs, and bells. So, these pursuits, hindi talaga siya directly nag-undergo ng CPD accreditation, pero pwede mo siya i-apply and ma-award ka ng CPD units. Pero kailangan mo pang mag-coordinate sa CPD Council, of course. So, nature of CPD. Mandatory requirement siya for renewal nga ng PIC para sa lahat ng may lisensyang professional. Okay. Again, ang nature ng CPD, requirement siya para makaparenew ka ng PIC. That's valid niyan. Valid niyan is 3 years. Tapos, at the end of December ang expiration at the end of the day ng December. So, CPD credit unit. So, ayun. Value of an amount of learning that can be transferred to a qualification achieved from formal, informal, and non-formal learning setting. Professional work experience. Guys, can be accumulated to predetermined levels for the award of qualification. Mandatory for the renewal of a professional identification card per compliance period of 3 years. Tuloy yung nabanggit ko kanina. Cannot carry over to the next compliance period. There is no provision of transferring excess credit unit to the next CP. Alright, so mali yung prof ko kahapon. Sabi niya kasi pwede daw i-carry over, which is wrong. Mali. Dahil according sa notes ko na by the book, pag ang medtech ay nag-accumulate ng more than sa required CPD units niya, hindi niya na pwede itong i-carry over sa next compliance period, which is another 3 years. There is no provision transferring of excess credit unit to the next CP. Okay? Alright. So, credit unit daw guys, generally maximum, hindi nyo na ito binanggit actually 1 CU per hour of activity. Full credits kapag, yun nga, meron kang certificate of completion, tapos meron ka pang certificate of attendance. 50% lang kapag attendance lang. So, maximum of 20 CU lang for the activity na more than 3 or more days. Okay. Umuulan. So, maximum creditable units for self-directed and lifelong learning. Kapag RMT ka, 15 CUs or credit units. Tapos kapag MLT naman, 10. Tapos mababawasan yan, magiging 12 kapag senior citizen or PWD ka. 8 naman kapag MLT. Pero di siya nag-a-apply for working abroad. Pero sabi ng prof ko, kailangan daw makompleto mo muna yung CPU mo. Ay, CPD dito mo sa Pilipinas bago ka maka-work abroad, sabi niya. So, certificate of attendance, completion of CPD activities under the professional track and or other CPD activities issued to participants, future guys. So, 1510 yun, okay? So, CPD Council, okay, nabanggit na yan. Composition, ayan, nabanggit na rin. 2 years pala, no? 2 years. Continuous with his or her incumbency, 2 years ang kanilang tinatagal ng service. Ito, 4 major areas ng CPD activities for MedTech. Ethics, standards of professional practice, enhancement of professional practice and technical competence, environmental factors affecting the profession. So, that's ESEE, SC, FC, SC, SC, FC, FC. Okay? So, ethics, standards of professional practice, enhancement ng professional practice and technical competence, environmental factors affecting the profession. So, ulit, ethics, standards for professional practice, tapos enhancing ng professional practice and technical competence, tsaka environmental factors affecting the profession. Ang pinakamataas dito is number 3, enhancement of the professional practice and technical competence. Again, EC, ethics, standards for professional practice, enhancing or enhancement of professional practice and technical standards, tsaka environmental factors affecting the profession. That's the 4 major areas ng CPD activities. Okay, required number of CPD credit units. Pag RMT again, 15, MLT 10. Pag senior or PWD ka, 12, 8. Okay. So, meron 4 na proficiency tiers categorizing CPD activities for professionals engaged in medtech. So, meron tayong beginner, competent, proficient, and expert. Parang hindi niya na ito binanggit kahapon. So, nature of CPD, ayun nga, nabanggit na yan. Okay, atong for activities ng CPD programs, meron tayong proficiency tiers kasi yun. Okay. So, ito naman for activities, pero major areas pala. Areas. So, ito naman for activities ng CPD programs. Meron tayong formal, non-formal, informal, at online. So, pag formal learning, ito ay for your educational or curricular qualifications. Tapos, kapag non-formal naman, ito yung mga additional or alternative formal learning to formal learning. Like, more flexible na educational and training arrangements, gano'n. Pag informal naman, ito na nangyari sa daily life mo, kagaya ng recognition, validation, and encounters mo as a medtech in DOH accreditation process that can be contribute to a qualification. Mga ganun lang. Pag online, of course, pwede itong unstructured or structured learning initiatives sa online. So, again, ito yung kanina, yung may major areas, no, ng mga CPD activities. So, ethics, EC. So, ethics, standards for professional practice, enhancement of professional practice and technical competence, tapos environmental factors affecting the profession. So, ang pinakamataas ito again is yung enhancement of professional practice and technical competence. Okay, yun lang, 44 siya eh, 44. Ang pinakamaliit naman is yung environmental factors. So, ang tier nito is enhancement. So, 3, 2, 1, 4. Ayun siya. 3, 2, 1, 4. Yung kanyang tier. Okay? 44%. Biro yung 44%, 27, 18, 11. Layo, di ba? So, PRC, kailangan pa ba ito? Sabi lang naman, the various CPD councils shall reduce the required CPD to a minimum, which shall not be more than 15. Sabi daw ng CPD council, dapat daw mabawasan yung CPD to a minimum na hindi lalagpas sa 15. Kaya pala naging 15 din sakto sa RMTI. That's PRC Resolution 2019-1146. Bayan. Dito rin, professionals working overseas should not be covered by the CPD requirements. Newly licensed professionals shall not be covered by the CPD requirement for the first renewal cycle after obtaining their license. Okay, sige. The transition period shall expire after all antecedents had been met, upon recommendation of CDP councils through their respective PRBs and upon approval of the PRC. After the expiration of the transition period, the CPD actions shall be applied in its entirety. So, hindi na yan. Wala na yan. Ganito lang naman yan eh. Kapag professional track, ganyan. So, meron tayong dalawang uri ng CPD providers, local at international. Dapat registered daw sila sa BIR. Yan, ganyan. Pag government naman daw, local pala and foreign. Individual firm, pag corporation, tsaka government. Pag foreign entity or association, dapat daw duly registered sila. Tapos, that has a proven and existing capabilities to provide CPD programs to in-house rituals such as other requirements and conditions despite the above qualifications, the members daw ng PRC as well as the chairperson and the members ng PR board are disqualified as individual CPD providers as incorporators, partners, or partnerships. Okay, accreditation number, you assigned accreditation. So, qualification of CPD providers, 1 year separation to the service. Ang validity naman ng CPD accreditation mo ay 3 years. So, that's it everyone. Again, that's CPD Act of 2016, RA 10912, July 21, 2016. Tapos, August 26, 2016. So, ayun lang. Tapos na tayo. RA 8981. Tapos na rin. So, blood bank na tayo. Blood bank. Turururu. Tururitutit. Tururu. Medyo magre-refer lang tayo sa blood bank sa hindi dito. Sige, pwede, medyo. Yung iba lang kasi yung iba ay mainly dapat sa kabila sa libro na kasi magulo yung notes niya dyan, masyadong overwhelming. So blood bank, HIV na ito, mahaba ang HIV guys. Bili na natin yan. Blood bank tayo. Yun yung RA 7719. Mamaya na yan.